Glad to have you with us from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jerry Richardson Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Charlotte 49ers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, Reese. I spoke with the 49ers head coach pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rutledge. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Wants to throw on first down. Caught by Williams on the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go right back downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. They're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, go and making the big turnover.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's reeled in. It's Boston. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Under fire. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Upstairs, he's got it. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Man, what a play by the wide receiver, just holding on to that football. That was a massive hit given to him by the defense. And you know when you're going to go over the field, there's a chance that happens. You're going to get hit anyway. You might as well make...
There's a crease. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Let it go. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options. A 1st down or a touchdown. Trying play action. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. The give to the right. Finds some fresh air. Hammers his way across the 10. Picks up 4 to the 11.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run it left here. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Makes it past the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown 49ers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Creates a little space. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Curtis. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rutledge. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. The give is to Williams. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Being chased. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive might have a chance. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Complete. Turning it on. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. With the catch, it's Moses. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short.
Iron!
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Curtis. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
To the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds a little space. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. Pulls it on the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down. Oh, look out on the right. At the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Charlotte. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts him on top 21-7. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Off play action. He wants to go deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking change opportunity.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with UTSA taking on the number 5 team, the Virginia. Tech Hokies. And it's the Roadrunners, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Pocket breaking down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Handoff to the single back. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Running inside. It's Curtis. Here's a little room there. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And that's a first down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running behind that left side. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. On first down from the 13-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Curtis. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
To the air on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the move, it's Curtis. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey, the guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
There's some room. Oh, he got loose. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Second down coming up.
That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
He'll try the left side. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this all...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Running the red zone. It's raining. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
No surprise this late in the game. They need to go for 2 to try to extend that lead to a field goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They had tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. To the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the draw, it's Middleton. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throwing right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. The option look. Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Got a little grass. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Charlotte. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Rainey. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fakes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Running inside. It's Rainey. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29, Temple.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And the pass is caught for a touchdown, and it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Down, ready. Whoa, hey, move. Jet. Ready to go.
On the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a guy you cannot afford to lose in overtime. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run the option. Plows through the defense. Looking for room. It's Curtis. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. It's good! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.